Tonight we have another story of civil rights and the mistreatment of another minority. The trial will begin at 7 p.m. in the case of Bradiger versus Hernandez. Joshua Bradiger has been a member of the North Carolina Police Department for 6 years as a 32-year-old. He has never had any issues on the job before until last week when Ms. Hernandez pressed charges on him. Yasmin claims that he assaulted her after pulling her over for a simple speeding ticket and broken taillight. A video caught by a bystander shows Bradiger pulling Hernandez over when things quickly turned violent. Here, you can see for yourself.
This guy pulled her over and he looks like he's getting really angry. Hey!
Bradiger claims that she was reaching for something unknown to him and she was not being cooperative. Now it is up to the jury to determine the fate of Bradiger and Hernandez as you join us live at the courthouse.
All rise. Now presiding the case of Hernandez versus Bradiger. Judge Bourne will be presiding.
Officer Bradiger, you may begin your opening statement.
Good evening, gentlemen. Today, I bring up the misjudgment of a public figure. I have been wrongly accused of crimes that I did not commit and insult my duty as an officer and the responsibilities I uphold. I pulled over Ms. Hernandez over speeding, which is simple enough. She refused to leave the vehicle and refuted my claims. She reached back into her purse, which was under her seat, for an unknown object. After this incident, I demanded that Ms. Hernandez leave the vehicle, and she still refused. By this point, enough was enough. I pulled her out of the vehicle without harming her and routinely placed her on the ground. You see, gentlemen, I was simply following protocol and of a police officer in the state of North Carolina.
Yasmin, you may now begin.
I would like to bring light upon an issue that has affected and is still affecting many minorities in today's society. I have recently been a victim of police brutality only because I am a Hispanic woman. I believe that this man should be more harshly than he should have over a minor issue. I wish to show video evidence of this incident. This incident occurred when I was pulled over for speeding, which I can admit was my fault. The way that Mr. Bradiger chose to handle the situation was way out of line. He put me out of my car after reaching for my license and registration. He then proceeded to throw me on the ground and caused more distress to my being.
If there's nothing else you wish to say, you may begin presenting your evidence and prove your claims to the court.
This guy pulled her over and he looks like he's getting really angry. Hey!
As I pointed out earlier, he used unnecessary force on me.
This video provides an inaccurate angle of the situation. If you had seen the video from a first-person point of view, you would notice how she retaliated. These retaliations are obstructive to the viewer, however, and I've singled out for just doing my duties. I suspected her of doing something illegal, and I pulled her over for it. It is not because she's a minority or female. I just suspected her of illegal activity. She's probably here illegally anyways.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. He is undeniably racist and sexist toward me due to my race. Also, I am not here illegally. My family came from Puerto Rico legally before I was ever even born. However, even if I was here illegally, it does not justify your right to treat me inhumanely.
Order! Order! I'll have order in my court! Stay calm, Miss Hernandez. If I have to warn you again, my police officer will escort you from the court.
Sorry, Your Honor. I just want the jury to understand the audacity that this man has to actually did towards me.
The jury will disregard the last remarks made by Miss Hernandez.
As you can see, Ms. Hernandez can be very hostile towards authority. This is why I felt I had to use the force on her that I did.
Hostile? You have made accusations toward my heritage and how my family came to America. I have a right to defend myself against you because you did so. As an officer, I would expect you to have a respectable opinion towards all people. By you using these words towards me, it shows that you shouldn't be respected as an officer or as a position of authority. You are a disgrace to the badge that you wear today.
I warned you once, and that was the final outburst I would hear, Miss Hernandez. Officers, please remove her from my court. As a result of the incompetence shown here today, I will be dropping all charges on this case. What an interesting case we have witnessed here today. I'm sure that there will be a lot of retaliation among our citizens after the results of this case. Along with so many others, this case, unlike other popular ones, had a negative outcome. Usually it takes many cases to get accepted outcome, and the majority of the time the ruling is not accepted completely. For example, Plessy versus Ferguson ended with the ruling separate but equal. It was accepted by the majority at the time, but today it wouldn't be. Another example is Brown versus the Board of Education. The outcome of that case was the desegregation of schools. These were steps in the direction for equal civil rights. Now we have Ms. Hernandez from her case to talk about how she felt. Welcome, Ms. Hernandez.
Hello, thank you for having me here today.
Of course. So how would you feel about the outcome of your case?
I feel that my case is another example of how minorities are getting treated every day. If you don't look a certain way or love a certain gender, it is very hard for you to gain acceptance and equal rights as another person who fits the mold.
I see. Now how do you think this issue of inequality can be fixed?
I think this problem could be easily fixed by trying to broaden people's minds on minorities, because the reality is that we're all still the same people. We are made the same in the inside. Just because someone has more melanin in their skin, or because their heart chooses to love a different gender, does not mean that they deserve to be treated less than they are. Everyone on this earth deserves and should receive equal civil rights. It is unfair that have a certain ethnicity to work twice as hard than a white person to be treated the same. It just doesn't make any sense. If we establish equality more in today's society and remove harmful stereotypes about people, then it can aid the fight for equality.
Thank you so much for being here.